Hello, my name is Eduard Brenton. Today, I would like to invite you to watch me as I dust my anime and video game related figures. As you can see, my figures are pretty darn dusty, so they're gonna need a good going over. I'm just showing you all the dust. Look at that. It's really been a long time since I did any dusting of my anime and video game related figures. Now I would like to show you my dusting implements that I will be using for dusting my anime and video game related figures. First of all, we have this. It's a brush. You can use it for brushing away the dust. It's quite good at getting into the little nooks and crannies that other dusting implements are not getting at. It's got this little bit in the end. I don't know what that does. You can pull it off. It's a little bit soft. I don't really use that part. Next, we have this puffy air thing to blow the dust away so that it goes up into the air and gradually falls back down onto my anime and video game related figures. I like this one. And last but not least, we have the microfiber cloth. Microfiber! This is a classic dust removal implement. It's made of microfiber, which is fiber but really small. It's good for getting rid of dust. You've seen all the dusting implements. Now let us commence with the dusting. The first figure I will be dusting is Chun-Li from the Street Fighter franchise. Chun-Li is my favorite. I just think she's so great. I used to always play as Chun-Li when I played Street Fighter. Well, not always, but sometimes. I enjoyed playing with her and against her. As you can see, I'm blowing the dust away. This doesn't get rid of all the dust, only some of the dust. I like the way this figure looks. You can see how the dress is flowing in the wind, and her stance is very interesting. Do you like it? So next, I will use the microfiber cloth. Microfiber on the dress and the base. Dusting is a cathartic experience. Okay, I think I just get some of these bits with the thingy, and now I'll use the brush to get to the parts where the other dusting implements cannot reach, such as below the foot and in these little crevices. Do you see how I'm getting into the crevices? That's what it's all about. You don't want dust buildup in the crevices. That's just asking for trouble. Your life will soon go awry. You start letting dust into the crevices of your anime and video game related figures. Dusting the face. I think that's it. I think Chun-Li is dust free. Once again. Okay, next. Let's go with Makoto Nijima, otherwise known as Queen, from the Persona 5 series. Very dusty. Throwing a punch. Punch. Okay, let's get rid of this surface layer of dust. The stuff that is most abundant. Okay, microfiber cloth time. Here we go. And get the leg. And Makoto is one of my favorite characters from Persona. That's why I got the figure. I also like Joker. I have the Joker amiibo, which I have yet to take out of the package. I got it from Japan because I couldn't find it in the United Kingdom of Great Britain, which is where I am situated at this present time. Ooh, there's lots of crevices here. This is where the brush comes into its own. You see in there? I'm not sure if you can see that. There's dust in there, in the knuckle dusters. Dust in the knuckle dusters! How about that? Make sure to get this part. There's lots of dust there. It's hard to reach, actually. I might have to cloth it. This is like how I dry myself after I have a shower. You grab it like that. And you do that. The sound it makes. Wow, this is a more complicated dust job than I thought it would be. I've really been neglecting my dusting duties. This is what happens when you neglect your dusting duties, everybody. Let that be a lesson to you. Okay. I think Makoto is dust-free now. What do you think? Dust-free! Yes. I think it passes the inspection from the authority of dust. Let's next go for Shinobu Kocho from, that's right, Demon Slayer. Let's blow this dust away. The dust is getting into my lungs. But that's alright. As long as it's not in, on, or out of the figures. Dust, 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 dust. That's a little song about dust that I like to sing when I'm dusting. Oh my goodness, so much dust. Where did it all come from? Apparently it's skin cells and other detritus like hair and bacteria. Quite disgusting, really. There's just so much of it. You wouldn't want to put it in your mouth. I'm sure some lands in your mouth from time to time. Just like they say we eat like 10 spiders a year or something. I don't know the actual statistic. Okay, let's brush. Let's brush tonight like we did last summer. I like this, it's a nice relaxed pose here. Just kind of walking along, but she's got the hand near the sword ready in case she needs to take action to destroy a demon. Okay, let's have a look here. There's still some dust on the top. See if I can blow it away. That's the thing, folks. When you don't dust often enough, is the dust becomes stubborn dust. And stubborn dust is worse than regular dust because it's stubborn. I think that's a pretty good job. What do you think? Okay, moving on. Let's do Asuka from Neon Genesis Evangelion. This one's quite tall. And her suit is disintegrating before your very eyes. I think this is Pop-Up Parade. So it was an affordable price for me to purchase. There are many crevices to get. Hidden Crevices. That's a good name for a book. Hidden Crevices by John Swaithborn. Okay, that's stage 1 of the dusting process complete. Stage 2, the microfiber glass. One thing about this figure, which I'm not too happy about, look at that. Look at that wobble. The little bits don't go in very well. They don't stick in. They're kind of loose. It stays up fine, but if there's an earthquake or something, forget about it. So that was a little bit disappointing, but that's just the way it goes. It doesn't make me not want to have more anime figures. The only thing that makes me not want to have more anime and video game related figures is a lack of space. I need more space to display anime and video game related figures. How are we doing here? I think we're pretty good. We got the crevices. Let's just get that there. Final dust, a final blow is a good strategy to get rid of any loose bits that you may have missed. This is good for getting areas rather than crannies. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. Happy with that one. Oh, wait a second. I just missed a big bit. There we go. I got it. I went around there. You see? There's always more dust. When you think there's not, there's always more. Let's stick with Neon Genesis Evangelion, shall we? And do Rei. This is Rei. She has long hair. And she's giving a very Rei pose. I thought I lost my brushing implement for a second there, but it was right there under my nose. I'm just doing a little bit of last sec. I keep missing little bits from the other figures. I gotta be more thorough. This is tricky. You see, because all the strands of hair, all dust gets caught up in them. Gotta get the face. Gotta get the face. You can't ignore the face. That's a new dust song that I just made up. I'm not sure if I'll keep it going. See, I can't get this part with the microfiber cloth. I have to use the brush. I have to use the brush. And get this little bit around here. See, this base is the same as the Asuka base. It's the same product, same company, Pop-Up Parade. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's Sega. I think it was Sega, actually. So, not as expensive as other brands. I think that's just about it. Little bits of dust are falling already onto the figure that I've just cleaned. It's kind of futile, but we must do it. because Ray deserves it. Okay, that's all the big figures done. All the big figures done. Now let's go to the smaller figures. Let's do King Slime. I love King Slime. Yes, these should only take a few seconds because they're so small. Dusting, dusting, dusting. Dusting, 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 dusting. You have disdain for my dusting? There we go. I've had this for 14 years. 14 or 15 years. I got it in Japan. It was in a little box in the Square Enix store. And I like it very much. Thanks, Lion. And also Dragon Quest is Maya. Maya, the twin sister of Mina from Dragon Quest. Can you see it? Now let's dust. Dust, 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 dust. Do 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 do. I've got some dusting. Do 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 do. Dusting, dusting. Do 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 do. I've got some dusting. Do do. What do you get when you get lots of dust onto your anime and video game figures? You get some dusty anime and video game figures. So you must get your dust implements out. There's really no need for the microfiber cloth because you see, it doesn't really do much. It's so big and the figures are so small that you're really down to two dusting implements. The blowy thing and the brushy thing. There we go. All cleaned up and ready for Dragon Questing. Now let's do Princess Zelda. Princess Zelda from Breath of the Wild. Often, actually, she's not mistaken for Link. People mistake Link for Princess Zelda because they're stupid idiots and they don't know what they're talking about. And their lives are in shambles. Probably, I don't really know. Dusting, dusting, do 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 do. I've got some dusting, do 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 do. Yeah, we don't need the microfiber cloth like I mentioned. Dusting the Sheikah slate. I'm dusting the Sheikah slate. I'm dusting the Sheikah slate. I finished dusting the Sheikah slate. There we go. That's Princess Zelda. Dust free. Thank you very much. That's an amiibo, by the way. An amiibo. An amiibo, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I've got an amiibo, mate. This is Pikachu and Bonsley. Pikachu and Bonsley. You're covered in dust. What have you been doing to be covered in dust? Have you been going to the old library where there is a lot of dust? This is I think it's a Remand figure. I think it's very cute. Under the Sakura tree, and Pikachu is holding a Sakura blossom. Oh, Pikachu. And Bonsley. I got this one because there were other ones where there was just one Pokemon. But this one has two. So and it's the same price as the ones that have one. So you're getting a good deal. Two Pokemon for the price of one. That's my kind of deal. Okay. I think we have finished dusting all of the figures. Let me set them back up to show you how they look. Okay, here are all my anime and video game related figures. They've all been dusted. Can you tell the difference? Now I'll go and put them back where they live. This is my bedside table. I will now repopulate it with the anime and video game related figures I took away for dusting purposes. Chun-Li goes there. Makoto Nijima goes there. Oh, this is just a little star coaster from Mario. It's dirty. And Asuka goes there. And oh, this is a happy little Japanese cat. Isn't he happy? Or a she, it could be a she. I don't know. And Ray goes there. I think it was there. Yes. And Shinobu Kocho goes there. Or was it there? I think maybe there. And then Pikachu and Bonesley go there. And Princess Zelda goes there. Oh, and this is a Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster card that came with a t-shirt I purchased. Maybe I'll show you the t-shirt one time. But not this time. This is a dusting video. And Maya goes there. And King Slime goes next to Maya. I think that's the way it goes. That was my previous configuration. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed watching me, Eduard Brenton, dusting my anime and video game related figures. I hope you'll join me next time I have to perform this task. Goodbye.
Subscribe, 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 subscribe.